Next, Wisconsin entrepreneurs pitch their ideas to local moguls. They will compete for over $30,000 in cash and awards to help scale up their business. These are the moguls.
We really want you to take it to the next level.
What's your value proposition? Oh, I like that.
You have an opportunity to scale in a couple different ways.
Jerry Gendusa is the former CEO of MTech, now co-founder of Stuck, providing breakthrough strategies for businesses and author of Get Unstuck. Debbie Allen owned McDonald's franchises, then founded DNA Networks, an executive coaching firm. She currently sits on the board of the African American Chamber of Commerce. If you've heard one call, that's all. You know David Gruber, founder of Gruber Law Offices. Peggy Ann is a local leader dedicated to supporting her community and helping others achieve their dreams. She was also the owner of Empire Level Manufacturing.
Entrepreneurs that are really successful don't try and think out of the box. There is no box. We all win in a world with no boxes.
This is Project Pitch It.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
I'm Dustin.
I'm Justin.
And we're Stritch Ice Cream. So there are thousands of ice cream companies in America. What makes us different? Why would you invest in us? You see, I didn't grow up dreaming of owning an ice cream company. I actually didn't have many dreams at all. Most of my time and energy was spent just trying to survive. I battled opiate and heroin addiction from the age of 15 to 26. I've overdosed and been arrested numerous times, and I just couldn't stay sober. At 27 years old, I was a felon living in sober living with no degree and unemployed. I made a phone call to my aunt and uncle who owned Yo Mama Frozen Yogurt, and I was given a job and an opportunity. I worked their shops, and my uncle started showing me how businesses are ran on the back end. He had some ideas for new startups, and one of them was wholesale ice cream. So I read books, and I spent hours and months in the kitchen just working on recipes. When my aunt and uncle sampled what is now Scratch ice cream, they provided me with the capital to get started. Shortly after the birth of Scratch, I opened my own sober living house called Three Rivers Recovery. And that's where I met Dusty.
I first met Ryan about 4 years ago when I was at one of the lowest points in my life. He picked me up off the streets and brought me to his sober living house. He offered me a job opportunity at Scratch Ice Cream, and after about a few years when the company had been growing rapidly, we decided that it would be a good idea to bring someone else on board, bring us to Justin.
So I'm Justin, I'm Ryan's younger brother, and I got my degree in agricultural and food business management. And after college, my first job was just working in sales at a business technology company. One day, Ryan gave me a call to talk about full-time opportunities with Scratch. So I quit my job the next day, and I've been working full-time ever since. Just recently became a partner this past summer.
That's fantastic.
So what makes us different? We make pretty much everything from scratch in small batches. The salted caramel you're about to taste, we make on a 12 by 12 burner. The brownies we make in small convection ovens. We pay attention to every last detail, and we take nothing for granted.
So why invest in us? We're growing, we're scalable, we got big plans for the years ahead. And with your guys' investment, I think that will take us to where we need to be.
So what are some of those big plans you have ahead?
In the next year, so right now we have two shops. One's on the east side in Crossroads Collective. The other one is at Zocalo, which is actually a food truck park that opened in July. But we've just grown too much. The space is too small. So right now we're working on signing a lease on the east side, which will need new equipment. We'll need to do a small build out. Those are our short-term plans, but we are a wholesale business, so we're looking to grow down to the Chicago market and then Midwest and then the country.
So how much are you selling right now?
We've done over 300,000. Next year we're looking to double it. I mean, we've been around 3 or 4 years, and we've grown 50%, 30%. This last year we grew by 90% in revenue. We're looking to double that next year.
You have a very inspirational story. I hope you never quit telling that story. There are so many people that can benefit from both of your stories. I think that's a really important part because you're giving back to the community even by telling your story.
Thank you.
How many different flavors do you have right now?
We have a bunch of flavors, but in grocery stores we have fewer. So we have in most grocery stores between 9 and 13.
What store is you in?
So we're all over the place, but we're in Woodman's, we're in Sendik's on Downer.
We're gonna hit the streets again, trying to get more wholesale accounts.
I'm not on the payroll, and this is exceptionally good. Exceptionally good.
Thank you.
The
Yes, it
salted
really
caramel waffle cone is amazing. Oh my gosh.
Well, congratulations. I imagine When you look at hiring some people, you also are very thoughtful about second chances.
Yeah, I mean, we've hired lots of guys from my sober living house. You know, Dusty for one. You know, at our shops, we've got a lot of guys that come straight from my sober living house to working. You know, and we try and work with them, and it's great because, you know, they can never call in sick. They can't do any of that. So they start learning how to show up and be productive, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, here's a perfect example of when it works. You know, we've got a great relationship, and that relationship was started by, you know, our histories of drug addiction, and you know, we've kind of bonded together, and you know, we're able to do something cool, and then you throw my brother in the mix. It's great.
That's an
awesome.
amazing
awesome.
story.
You've done that, yeah.
Thank you.
It really is.
Very nice.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
What a story.
How about that?
Yep.
The why behind why everybody does what they do
It's just
is
amazing.
just so, in this case, is really inspiring.
It's interesting, I've had the ice cream. I've walked by there about 3 or 4 times. I've had the ice cream. I've seen a little line in the back of that crossing,
Yeah.
whatever they call
Crossroads
it. I've
Collective,
been in there
yeah.
about 3 or 4 times.
They've only been open for a couple years, and I asked the question, so tell me, you know, how did you double the size of your business? Most people would be killing to double the size of the business. It's
Right.
like, it really wasn't that big of a deal. I just opened another store.
They
It's actually really
They
complicated.
nonchalanted Sendix and Woodman's.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's like,
I
know,
wasn't
Sendix,
expecting.
we're in Woodman, it's not a big
I
deal.
wasn't expecting that at all.
Not at
I mean,
all.
That was very
Not at all.
nonchalant.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
I'm like, wow.
And their product is amazing.
Coming up, these entrepreneurs are providing clean electricity in Africa. But can they scale? Making the world a better place is the theme of this year's season of Project Pitch It, and Peggy Ann is doing just that with the Peggy Ann Family Foundation's involvement with Make-A-Wish. Her involvement helps kids with critical illnesses have amazing experiences.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi. My name's Aaron Olson.
And my name is Merdad Arjmand. We founded Novomoto back in 2015.
As a Wisconsin-based for-profit social enterprise, we provide clean electricity to off-grid communities in sub-Saharan Africa. We started our operations in the Democratic Republic of Congo, where I was born. My mom gave birth to me in a clinic where there was no electricity. All her and her nurse had in the room was one dim kerosene lamp. And today in Congo, the situation hasn't gotten any better. Over 90% of the population lacks access to reliable electricity. This is over 73 million people across the country. These people are forced to use kerosene, candles, and flashlights for lighting. We started Novomoto to provide a better solution. What we do is provide brighter, longer-lasting light, along with phone charging directly at customers' homes, and all of this while our customers actually save money. We do it by providing pay-as-you-go solar power kits, like the kit in front of you. These kits range from systems for lighting and phone charging to systems that include televisions, and in the future even larger systems that will allow small businesses to be more productive. We make these systems affordable for our customers by allowing them to have rent-to-own financing.
Today, there are more than 120 million homes in Africa that do not have access to reliable electricity. We started our operations in the western part of Congo. To date, we've done over 300 installations, and our goal as a company is to do 1 million installations by the end of 2026. To make that happen, we closed our pre-seed round at the end of 2018 for $500,000. Now, we are raising our seed round for $1.5 million to do 5,000 installations by the end of next year, 2020.
What's our relationship with the state of Wisconsin right now?
So we founded Novomoto in Wisconsin, in Madison. We both graduates of Madison, and also headquarters of the company is still in Madison. We both full-time employees of the headquarters of the company in Madison. And also we have had a number of interns over the past few years that have come from different schools in Madison that work with us.
Now you talked about it's a pay-as-you-go or a rent-to-own concept. So what's the cost of the product, and how do you do the pay-as-you-go or rent-to-own?
Yeah, great question. So the system in front of you is unlocked with a keypad. So what happens is a customer pays us, and they pay first a small upfront payment to have access to the system. They then have a technician who shows up and does the installation. From that point forward, for the system, they pay $10 per month over a 3-year period until they own that system. After that point, we then offer them the ability to upgrade. So somebody who starts with this can get an additional panel, an additional set of batteries to be able to move their way up the energy ladder.
The name Novo Moto, where did that come from?
So Mordad came up with it, but the two words are actually from different languages. Novo is from Portuguese for new, but moto actually is Swahili and Lingala for energy or fire. So the company is providing a new form of this energy, and therefore the name Novo Moto.
Thank you. You guys were great.
Thank you all for
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, Jim.
I like
New
this
energy,
idea.
new fire, new
You know,
light.
I just even like the compelling way in which he came up with the idea. You know,
Talk about a market.
his
I guess
birth.
I just got to get there and get them to pay somehow.
Yeah. It would be
90
nice.
What do you say? 90% of the country is
Oh my gosh.
electronically challenged.
Yes.
90%, huh?
Yes.
What do you say? 70 or 90 million, right? People. Wow. Well, we take a lot for granted.
So Paul, this is where it all began. Graduates 1985, Catholic Memorial High School, to not being stuck then, and now we're helping other people get unstuck.
Feels like yesterday.
It feels like yesterday for sure.
CMH.
Every small business needs help.
Yeah, and bringing your vision for each one of the people that we help helps them scale to the extent that they didn't feel like they were able to on their own.
So very grateful for that. For the success we had at MTech, $100 million operation, 7 different locations, to now helping these other small business owners as partners for the past 5-6 years.
Right.
Up next, this entrepreneur saw a problem on the job and came up with a solution. Debbie Allen is making the world a better place with her work for the DNA Conference Center at Abundant Faith Church. This space is all about education where entrepreneurs can come together to hold meetings and connect with the community.
The DNA Center is going to be a hub and an incubator where leaders come in and help the community develop the leaders within and create new business in the area.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hello there.
My name is Anna Kraft and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Xena Workwear. We design and manufacture fashionable steel-toed boots for women in STEM and the trades. I have worked in the manufacturing industry for many years as an engineer and a project manager. And while I love my job, I absolutely hated my clunky safety boots that made it impossible to dress professionally. The safety shoe industry has not changed in decades, and so many companies still apply the shrink it and pink it concept, which means that they take a men's boot, make it a little bit smaller, and sometimes add some pink color to it. This is not what professional women want. What you wear has a major impact on your confidence and other job-related factors like performance, promotability, and long-term career success. And that is exactly why I decided to design safety shoes that women actually want to wear. We have sold shoes all over the world and even closed our funding, which we're very proud of. But I have to say that the thing that we're most proud of is actually seeing women wearing our boots at work in the free time and receiving hundreds of messages that say, thank you so much for finally fixing this problem.
Are there steel toes in here?
Yeah, they are. Peg, I know that you have a lot of experience in manufacturing and you're already wearing our boots. I would love to hear your feedback.
I had to wear steel-toed, ugly, ugly, ugly boots.
Most women wear
and they were even,
ones.
somebody even gave them to me. They were like hand-me-down ugly. The boots were so ugly that it was like, okay, who cares about the sweatshirt and the helmet or whatever you have to hard hat
that's
you have
the
to
problem. It's already difficult enough for women to fit into a male-dominated work environment.
Right.
And if you don't feel your best, that's a problem, and we want to fix it. Peggy, what do you think about the shoes? I would love to hear your feedback, and if you can stand up and
I love them.
show
and
them
they're
with your
so
beautiful outfit.
comfortable. These go with anything, even sparkles.
Looks beautiful. You can dress them up and down, so you're
You
wearing
can
them
go
with dress
right
pants right now?
From the plant out in these, and that's
exactly.
fabulous.
Exactly. And even go to a happy hour afterwards and feel
Yes.
great.
So what's the price of the boot?
The boots cost $160 for the first model that we released, and just a week ago we launched a pre-sale that has a static dissipative certification, and they are $180. Static dissipative means that it conducts the static charge from your body through the boots to the ground, which is needed in chemical facilities and chip manufacturing. They have to be ASTM certified. It's the American Society for Materials and Testing, so they drop a huge weight on it, they put them in chemicals, they test the slip resistance, so
With those boots, do you need to wear the grounding strap anymore or no?
You don't have to. It depends on the level of your facility, but with our boots, SD certified boots, you don't have to wear the strap.
That's interesting.
That's really
What gave you the idea to come up with the business in the first place?
You know that frustration and motivation are often very close to each other. I always felt so uncomfortable wearing my clunky boots, and especially as a consultant, I had to dress professionally and constantly going from a client meeting to the shop floor. And many women switch their boots all the time, all day long, because they really don't like the clunky ones.
So I imagine there's not many competitors, if there's any competitors at all.
Yeah, we're the first company that actually focuses entirely on women's needs.
Awesome.
Maybe the last thing I wanted to say is we're so happy to be based in Milwaukee, not only because Wisconsin has deep manufacturing roots and the great work ethic, but also because I've traveled all over the world and have to say that Milwaukee is the best city to work and live in. We're so happy to be based here.
Excellent.
And appreciate all
We
the
agree
support
with
we
you.
get.
That's fantastic. Yes, we do.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fabulous idea. I wish I would have had them.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
I used to have an aerospace manufacturing company, and all the employees would have to wear ground straps working with circuit boards and electronics. And with wearing equipment like that, it's actually equipment.
Yeah, it's
right.
really
Yeah.
something.
But
to
it's
look at that
stylish.
and-
But as your point that you made, you can go from the plant floor to the office to the
You know where I'm thinking.
to the happy hour.
Right.
David Gruber works to fill our community with hope, compassion, and tolerance. He's a strong supporter of the MAC Fund and its mission to find a cure for childhood cancer and blood-related disorders by providing funding for research. Coming up, the moguls break down the pitches. Now the moguls decide which award will best serve each entrepreneur and help them create the next great Wisconsin business. The Project Pitch It Award is $10,000 in cash. The Stritch Pitch Award includes up to 3 courses at Cardinal Stritch University, innovation space, and staff support for 1 year. The Get Unstuck Award is $5,000 plus 1 year of business coaching and strategy deployment.
So we had 3 amazing companies. Let's just start with Scratch Ice Cream. When these guys came out, I would not have thought that next year they're going to do $600,000 in revenue, and they made it sound so easy.
Right.
And they're so modest about what they do, but then you listen to this story and you're like, oh my goodness.
So these guys just have an amazing passion. I mean, the story in which they told as to how it got started, it's just heartwarming. And just the impact that he's using the company as a way of, pulling others in with similar stories as his.
When they first came out, I said to myself, well, what are they going to tell me that surprises me? And within 5 seconds, it was jaw-dropping. I mean, so it's a compelling story. The product, obviously, is superb.
And then we go on to Novo Moto, using LEDs, which I know a little bit about, but using solar power and then selling that to these households that don't have any energy at all. It's a remarkable story.
Yes, it is.
David, what do you think they need?
I think they're brilliant, first of all. I mean, their credentials speak for themselves, and they're worldly, to say the least, doing the majority of their business in Congo. So the sophistication level is pretty great. They just got to clean up their plan a little.
Xena Workwear, I'll make just a quick comment, and I think everybody would agree with this. I didn't think those were work shoes when they first showed the shoes.
Yeah, I didn't either. They just look like very attractive boots.
What do you think they need? What are some of your thoughts regarding Xena Workwear?
Well, right now she has sold about 500 pairs of the boots worldwide, and I really think she needs just a strategy to figure out who she's going to be focusing on specifically as a customer.
Okay.
And with so many women now in non-traditional jobs, I think this is really a good product to get out there. But what's your strategy for moving that product?
And then Peggy, your whole background, your life journey was all through manufacturing.
Right. I agree 100%, and they're fashionable, and you get to go out to work afterwards, and I think she's got a great niche. I really do.
Well, we have some tough decisions to
We
make.
really do.
Very much
we
so.
really do.
Coming up, the Moguls Award over $30,000 in cash and prizes.
Remarkable people, remarkable concepts, and really remarkable companies. But most importantly, you all have a story. And we have 3 wonderful prizes as well. I'm going to start out with the Get Unstuck prize. In this particular award is one where there's $5,000 cash, and then there's a deployment strategy that really helps small businesses at certain size work on the business a little bit while still being able to work in the business. And Scratch Ice Cream, you're getting that award.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I love these. I absolutely love them. They should have been around when I was in manufacturing. So you're going to get the Stritch Pitch Award. At Cardinal Stritch, you'll be getting 3 business classes, an office space, mentorship, staff help. I think you're going to really enjoy and benefit from that.
Thank you so much. I'm always trying to learn. We're a startup and we're always trying to learn, and having that opportunity at Cardinal Stritch would be amazing. Thank you so much. Awesome. Really appreciate it.
Well, I'm in charge of the Project Pitch It $10,000 Cash Award. $10,000 in cash, and obviously it's Nova Moto. Now, we believe in what you're doing. Your story is extraordinarily compelling. It's unique. Obviously, you guys are extremely intelligent and your plans are well thought out. It struck a nerve when you literally indicated that for a certain amount of money, you could literally make a difference in the lives of, 2,200 homes, 2,200 people. If you could change one life at a time, change one family at a time, that's extraordinary. And if you could do it with over 2,000, you have our blessing and you have our thanks. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all of you.
We've done this for a while. You guys are an exceptional group. You're just an exceptional group, but you're a very special
Amazing.
group, and we wish you the best, and you're just getting started.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
Thanks.
If you want to support these entrepreneurs, visit our website to learn more about their products and companies. If you have an idea for the next great Wisconsin business, we want to hear from you. Visit projectpitchit.com.